Sup, bitches, and welcome to another episode of Not Safe for Wednesdays. With me, of course, is Lo-Fi, my dear darling low waifu.
I'm on my phone. Fucking internet provider can kiss my cock. Cunt.
Sound like you got stung by 10 bees.
Because I'm so allergic. I'm so under the weather because of allergies.
So today's episode is about masochism, because in the car with me is Zell, who is actually a slight masochist.
Really? Is that what they? I guess so. I guess by definition, a little bit.
You enjoy.
Yeah, but when most people hear masochist, they'll think like some really severe shit, and for me, it's just been like bruising, biting, and like there was like once of like a little bit of cutting.
Yeah, like with a knife or with like nails.
There's been nail scratches that have made scars, but then there's been like once with like a knife.
But like you enjoy. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Why did you? Okay, just go in detail. So, real deep. How did you get knifed? Was it mocking or was it for sexual pleasure? Or was it a combination?
I think it increases the sexual pleasure of the whole experience. I definitely do. I mean, I think it's like I don't know. It's like a primal thing. It's kind of like you're role playing a scenario where it's like not only do you introduce passion and love, but you also introduce just the tiniest amount of fear. And it's and fear is always present in life, so it's a very natural thing to experience, and so to add it into a sexual experience, just it's kind of natural. And luckily, I've had a couple exes in my life where, they had no issue with it, and in fact, they would start it usually.
Okay.
Well, like, all right. Do you like getting like beat, like have you ever had?
Punch.
Well, like, have you ever had like an ex, like while you're doing it, like if she's on top and she starts like decking you in the face or something?
Oh my god, I'd love this. This would be great. Like, no, I did not imagine me having my woman riding me on top, and then I just slug her in the face, and she's like, "More, honey!" Like, like teeth coming out. Like.
Well, no, like for you,
Drop kick her right on the boobs.
What?
Drop kick her right in the tits.
No, don't do that. No.
Yeah, fucking lift her over the shoulders and break her back on your knee and just throw her in the sewer.
Why? She's not Batman.
This is my town now, girlfriend.
This is what I mean by like when people hear like masochist. I guess by definition, yeah, a little bit I am, but that's a little much.
Well, no, it's the same thing when people hear like your dom or your sub, like they automatically think of, oh, obviously it's all about pain, and like having you on, I think will help, explain like the whole what is it you like? Like, do you like when when you get like hit or anything like that? Like the pain factor, like, because you're saying bruising.
I would say like there's been slapping. I think I prefer it definitely when it's the woman slapping the man. It's a little hotter and a little less like of a chub killer.
I'm writing this
like
down. So when I visit, I could just you right in the face, and you'll just go, "That's pretty hot."
Do I what?
I said I'm writing this down, so when I visit you, I can just clip you right in the face with a fist, and you'll go, "That's pretty hot."
No, it doesn't work like that.
But you said something about fear, so that means every time I threatened you with rape,
Oh,
that
Christ.
makes you excited.
Lo, you can't see it now, but he's slightly chubbed.
I'm not. You're a liar. You are a bag of lies. You can't prove shit.
Don't worry, Sal, babe. I'll knock you out and rape you right there.
I don't want that. I don't want any of that. I'm saying it live on a stream that I don't want that at all.
It sounds sarcastic to me.
This is forever. The internet's forever. It's not sarcasm. It's not sarcasm. It's real. I don't want.
It's not sarcasm. Oh, fuck. That's fun as fuck.
So the slapping, like what do you mean, like by the slapping? Like, no, God damn it, Lo, calm down. Stop imagining slapping Zell, okay? God damn it.
Shit.
See, like right now, if we were boning, I would slap her.
Because she's slapping.
Because she's breaking. Yeah, she's breaking them. She's killing the moment.
Oh, I'm dying. Oh my god.
All right. So Zell, when it comes to the slapping, would you say, like, do you prefer, like, if she slapped you in the face? Do you like it when she just, like, slaps your chest, or like I don't know, like, explain to me.
I would say, like, slapping in the face, I think, is really hot. Either party can do it. And then, of course, the spanking,
Oh, shit. That explains some shit. But like getting your ass slapped, like, kind of thing. Do you prefer to have yours spanked by the girl?
No, that's like more of a dom or male thing to do to the woman,
And what about, because you had mentioned cutting.
Yeah, there was like one time of that, and it was just the girl that I was with at the time, just brushing the knife across her chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like doing
Knife play.
Yeah, doing things that add a safe amount of, like, that, doing things that add, like, just enough fear into the scenario without killing the mood,
Yeah.
where you can still embrace it. You know what I mean?
Now, what have you done that has left bruises on you?
Okay, well, this is a funny story. And Brockus could back me up on this. Otherwise, it might sound very bad. I think you've heard the story too, Kadun. There was an ex of mine I was dating at the time when, like, the first time this ex of mine and I started hitting the sheets, it was nuts. It was like two chimpanzees going at it. It was just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And one of the things we introduced very quickly was really harsh, like, hickeys all over the body, and very strong, intense, like, grabbing, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like grabbing, pushing it, like, because it's not like punching.
Yeah.
But, like, we were very, like, we'd either move each other around the bed, stuff like that. Maybe some kind of simulated choking, but just being very harsh around the sternum.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we were doing it to each other. Well, one night, we have a crazy night, and then we go off to a party. And Brockus is at this party, so that's how he knows the story. I arrive with my then girlfriend, and she gets out of the car first, and she heads inside the house, and she's got kind of this sweater vest thing on, and it's zipped down a little too low for them to be able to, like, you could see the bruising everywhere. And she walks into this party, and everyone sees it, but doesn't say a thing. And I'm about to walk into the party until suddenly I have Brockus and a couple of other of my friends walk outside and meet me outside, and they pull me to the side and they go, "We need to fucking talk right now."
Oh
And I was like,
God.
"Why? What happened?" And they're like, "We saw the bruising. We know what you're doing to this girl." And I'm like, what are you it hit me in that moment. And one of my friends looked like he was really like balling a fist.
Yeah.
Like I was going to get my ass kicked. And so I quickly take my shirt, I pull it down, and they see all the bruising across my chest. And I was like, "No, we just fucked really hard."
It's awesome.
And they're like, "You fucking asshole, we were about to kill you right now." And I was like, "Yeah, no, we're just evil to each other in the bed."
Oh my
Like, don't get me wrong, I wish I could hit her, but I can't. It's like against the law.
Oh fuck. No, that's amazing. What a great story.
This fucking. I have heard that story, and it wasn't even from you. I believe it was from Brockus and maybe a couple of our other friends. But yeah, no, I remember that shit because that made me go, well, dude, like, no, yeah, fucking crazy wild monkey fucking is a thing. But for you, like, you really enjoy the pain of it, yeah? To a degree.
Not real pain. I mean, like, a little bit, like, you know, slapping, stuff like that, being, like, rough and everything. That's fun. But it's more so that you just, like, you sort of let yourself go to an extent of, like, those primal urges. And you just kind of, like, treat the person in that moment as, like, an object. And in a way that's, like, endearing and hot.
Yeah.
That is hard.
And you let the other person do the same to you.
Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I can understand that. See, I thought it was more about, like, have you ever, when you've had those bruises, like, have you ever, like, just hit one of those bruises and just kind of like, yes, because it hurt and it reminded you of, like, the hot sexy time?
That's the thing. That's why I don't know if you'd label me masochist or not, because it's not the pain that got me off or my partners off. It was
the act of receiving it.
No, it was more so brutality got us off. But just being brutal with your partner. Like, okay, another example. The same girl. I swear to God, by the end of this, we're going to be able to put together a case to get me arrested. But the same girl I was dating, we were at a cabin, my family's cabin one day. I think Brockus was even here on this day.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to use the shower. She decided she wanted to use the shower with me. So we go to use the shower. But as soon as she steps in ahead of me, I grab her hips, and she was skinny, so I could do this. But I grab her hips, and I pretty much, with my body, tell her, whether you like it or not, we're fucking right now. Now, before you say rape, this was definitely not a scenario where someone would have screamed for help and I would have, like, not stopped. No, this was like a relationship where, like, that's what I mean is, like, the relationship was built on, like, that in and of itself was hot. If I had any indication for it to really stop, of course I would. But it was like I picked her up, literally picked her up like she was a toy and screwed the shit out of her because that's what I'm going to do to my object right now. And that was hot.
Actually, that does sound really fucking hot.
It does.
And poor Brockus had to be playing Xbox 360 in the other room and hear it. Because he gave me a dirty look when we got out.
Oh, poor guy. That is fucking hard, though. You're giving
Oh,
me so
God.
many ideas. So
No, you don't pick me up. First off, I'm not showering with you. Definitely now.
I can't pick you up. You're taller. You're bigger than me.
Good. I'm gonna keep it that way.
Yeah, but now you can pick Lo up.
No, I don't want to do that.
Lo, you're kind of a masochist too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us a story. And give Zell some ideas.
I don't need. No, I'm not gonna like any of her ideas. I can call it right now.
I like all of her ideas. Go ahead. Go ahead, Lo.
Let me think of a good one.
Okay.
Which one is most fun and masochistic? This could take a while.
Well, all right. So
my brain is not working on the allergy.
yeah. Like I can definitely see the draw of what you guys are talking about though, because like I don't know, like I've always liked the idea of a guy just kind of like one of my dream scenarios is to be able to finally mix my BDSM fetishes with sex, because I've never actually like had sex with someone that I've dommed. You know, I've never done that. Like that was always like such a taboo rule, and I've been thinking about doing it mostly because like when I have sex, I'm a lot more submissive. I like to be dominated when I'm getting fucked. But like one of my dream scenarios is I want to be able to have a guy like tied up, and drive him so fucking crazy that he breaks the bonds, like whether it be just like a silk scarf that I tied him up with or rope or whatever, and he just breaks out and then just fucking wild monkey fucks me like nobody's business. Like that's a fucking like kind of fantasy of mine right there.
Yeah, see, that would be fun. That I would want to do with a guy. Tie him up and tease them so they break free and split me down the middle.
Yes.
So yeah, okay. Sorry, I remember a good one. Is I was out walking a like this was a friend's boyfriend, and I introduced them, but there was also always a lot of sexual tension between me and the boyfriend. And one time, me and him went and walked the dog. The dog. We went and walked the dog to the pond. Now, and we go across, and there's this abandoned house, and we cross around the house, and he pushed me up against the wall from behind, because this was time now he wanted it. Just now. And I just had to do what he said.
Yeah, no, that sounds really good.
It was really cold because it's in Denmark and it's outside, but it was also at the same time really hot because I got my face just mashed against the wall, my pants pulled down, and just wow. See, now I'm all excited. God damn it!
This show, this always the stuff we talk about, it always winds up like getting super excited or exciting, at least for me. You know, like you have no idea how many times like it's like after an episode where I've had to like go and get myself a coffee afterwards.
It was just so perfect because at that moment, basically, you're no better than the dog. Or the
Yeah.
depending on that is fucking perfect. It's just like you do what I want right now. Okay. Yeah.
Whatever you say, sir. Yes, sir.
And then
But
with
no,
four-
I'm gonna apologize right now because Zella and I are getting food.
We're on a date.
No, we're not.
It's a gay date.
Okay, we're two little homos.
a gay date.
A gay date. A gate.
We are at a gate.
But yeah, if there's a lot of background noise, I apologize.
It's okay.
Can you hear all right, Zell?
I'll be right with you, okay?
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's one of the things is like when it comes to the idea, like I'm anti-pain, for the most extent. I guess like if I'm getting like slammed into fucking super rough, like I'm totally okay with that.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. It has to be just to the point of it feeling like you're about to break. That's how hard it has to be slapped. It's awesome. And if you can slap your face at the same time, it's fucking perfect.
See, I can't do I can't have a guy slap me in the face. I can't I can't do the choking. Like I don't like any of
Sounds
that
like
stuff.
you need to be slapped harder.
Yeah, you're not obedient enough. You need to be more submissive.
I'm not. I no, but that's not my thing. I will slap you, Zell. I don't care if it turns you on. I will fucking slap you, you fucking faggot.
We got her mad. I think we figured out the problem. She hasn't been hit hard enough in bed.
No, so can you buy like a easy to build bed and just slap her with the bed?
Slap her with a bed?
In bed.
Is this a language barrier? Did we finally hit it with you?
we have been we have been a lot more lately because I forget how to speak.
Have you you pushed your English to the limit? Like now it's just we're getting diminishing results.
Yes, basically. I sit in chat lately and I write and I'm just like, what's the word for this thing? Fuck. I don't know what this is. I don't do that normally. Now I can't. It's just fucking fuck. See, I just
But yeah, if the slapping, I'll get this out of the way. If the slapping has, if the intention behind it is that it has everything to do with the pain it inflicts, I pretty much have no interest in it. You lost my interest. But if the intention behind the slapping is to establish a little bit of fear in the atmosphere, then it turns me on.
that depends. Because in that situation, as what I happened when I talked about, that's the idea behind that. But when you go more into BDSM, then it's more about the pain. But if it's in, just without the BDSM part, it has to be about spreading some good old fashioned fear, not that make them scream out, "Oh my god, she has an axe!"
No, yeah, no, that's why I like the knife play idea, because I like being able to like give that little sense of fear, but not necessarily you know,
special deals
cutting anybody. Like that's not entirely my thing. Okay, kind of is my thing. Secretly, it's my thing. Not so secretly, it's my thing. But no, that's kind of my thing. Like I don't mind playing around with knives and shit like that. Like, but I won't take it too far because I like to be careful about it. You know, like it's just about like if he's shivering in anticipation. I'm sorry, anticipation. Then yes, I love seeing him kind of like shudder like a little bit. Like it's kind of amazing. You know, like, and especially if he's blindfolded and he doesn't know what the fuck is about to happen. Like he just knows, like I had like a row of knives that he got to see when he first came in, and he doesn't know if I'm going to use them or not. And then he feels something cold and hard and, you know, metallic on his skin, and I can see the goosebumps rising, like, oh, that fucking sense of power.
Getting a big old timey grindstone from a blacksmith in your room, so when you sit blindfolded, you can start sharpening the knife. Real old school. Fuck, that would be fun.
What other stories you got for us, Lo? Like, cause you're probably more of a masochist than even Zell is.
Uh, Let me think back to that's the problem here in Denmark and in my circle of acquaintances. Not a lot of people want to do much, so I have basically traveled abroad to do it with stuff. But even then, most of them don't want to do what I want to do to the same level. So there's a few, but that's most of akin to what Cell described of a bit roughing up, so in monkey sex. Uh, and that's basically the furthest I get. And then, of course, there's my self-experimentation. But that I think would be covered under partly masturbation, I would guess, because it definitely leads to that. Fuck it, it's not, yeah. Like, my newest thing after I talked to you, my newest thing is it's not knife play, it's axe play.
Axe play? No, that sounds good though.
So I will I have my hatchet, and yeah, I'll slide it across myself and slap me with the broadside.
Ooh. What do you think of axe play, Zell? Would you do axe play?
Axe.
Axe. With like an axe where like all of a sudden it's like
I got it. What's wrong with you? An axe?
Yeah.
Slow, explain it to him.
Yeah, so it's basically like
Unless no. Hold on. Unless this is you talking about a body spray or body wash bottle being rubbed against my chest, you're insane.
It's not different than knife play. It's just a bigger tool.
Did you just say it's not different than knife play?
You do the same thing. It's not like you're gonna chop the person.
That's crazy. Yeah, what are we gonna cut up the chicken with tonight, honey? I don't know, my axe. Everyone's got their silly kitchen axe just hanging up in their kitchen.
That's a cleaver. That's an in-between. That's a between an axe and a knife. No, I'm talking about like a hatchet.
Oh boy. Okay, see, it already sounded bad when you said axe play. Don't use hatchet. Let's stay away from that verb.
Okay.
I'm gonna hatchet you.
Hatchet play, and then you kill them. No. So okay, I'll cross that off the list of what to do to Cell.
I don't. Yeah, axe play. Like there would have to be 100% trust between me and that individual. If I even had the slightest indication that maybe she collects hair in her basement, then she's not doing axe play with me.
Oh fuck, that's funny. No, I don't collect such things. I like axes. I like slapping myself, and I combine them.
I actually just got a story in from someone about masochism. An ex used to start sex by wrestling him, biting him, and fighting him. One day, she starts off with wrestling. He subdues her, and she bites his hand. He German suplexes her and rolls back to pull her undies to the side. And then he starts just pile driving her. And then the entire rest of the experience consisted of slapping and biting the shit out of each other.
So that's masochism if you're way too into wrestling.
I guess so.
That's fucking funny. Oh yeah, I'm gonna suplex you, bitch. Oh, that's great. That is fucking. Oh god, that's fun. Fun. Oh. Boop boop. Hello.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. That sounded like a kind of fun story. I guess, I don't know. I've never been into like wrestling or anything like that. Like, mind you, When it comes to sex, I will fucking wrestle a guy. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
fucking wrestle him. But like, if he's trying to like German suplex me, that's
Yeah,
not my thing.
there's a difference. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, it's because Hangout is fucking up visually. But yeah, so I guess there's a difference between monkey sex and pile driving someone through the floor. Literally. Lifting them up, head between legs, 69, and just jumping from the bed to slam them on the ground. Though that does sound kind of fucking fun. Isn't it?
Like there was this guy recently who like
I'm right here.
No, not you, Zell. I've never done anything well, I did. Hold on 1 second.
Now they're discussing something. Can I say this? And he's gonna be like, no, Lo-Fi's gonna use it against me. And he's
All right, so like closest thing to anything even semi-sexual was the time I flogged Zell. Like, because I have a flogger and whatnot, and he's talking about like his back aches, and I'm like, well, here, like you, like I have a flogger, and it's very very thuddy, like very thumpy. It's my thumper. That's why I call it thumper, because it goes thump 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 against your back. There's not a lot of sting. And so like that had happened, and yeah, like that's and I told him he has to pick a safe word, and he chose the safe word raw, as in like, oh, if my back gets raw, then that, like if it starts to feel too raw, then boom. And so like I turned Zell into my sub.
oh my god. Every day I get more and more turned on by the thought of
Dude, like, and he'll choose, like, he's chosen banana before too, which is just fine, because all it is just like I whomp into his back with a flogger.
Large, you can do a 4.
I'm sorry?
Oh, large, you can do 4 soft.
What's a flux cell?
Yeah, sure.
Well, if you want, Lo, I have one. So whenever you get your ass down here,
And that's
like, I'm letting you use it, and you get to come in with your Viking rage.
Can we do 6 of them?
Oh yeah. No, you'll die. Don't let me be that angry.
Okay, fine. I won't let you be that angry, but I'm just saying, like, you can totally enjoy what I got with him, and I won't say shit.
Oh my
And
god.
he doesn't need to know. He's distracted ordering food right now, so he doesn't even know that I'm planning this for him.
Perfect.
Side zone ad for $3.
And I can fuck and slap him in a Celtic piss offness. So that's less than Viking rage.
Do you wanna share this?
I already got us a 24 piece.
Now I'm interested in what he's ordering.
Sides, because you were more interested in that.
Garlic mushroom.
You want to do garlic mushrooms? And what else? 'Cause you chose a 5?
Yeah.
Do you want to choose a 3?
Do you
Is
want
that
to?
it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, let's do the garlic mushrooms. And that comes with fries, right? The
But
cookies?
No.
Oh, okay.
I love the fact that we're like talking about this stuff. He doesn't even know, and he's right across
So
from
no
me.
bullshit.
We got the potato wedges.
But no, yeah, like I've always wondered about the whole draw of that, and I have a friend who lives in Oregon, and she's like my best friend in the universe, and she's definitely huge masochism, and the ways that she described it is pretty much the same way that Zell had. Like, it's just she needed to be treated like an object,
Yeah.
and it's just like you do whatever the fuck you want to her.
Yeah.
That's also the fun. Like, it's not that different from pet play. Pet play is just taking it the step further, and doing it
So-
over a long ass time.
So, Lo, there's your idea for when you come and visit: is you just start treating Zell like an object.
Terrible idea. What are you doing?
That's perfect.
Can you hear? Yeah. But
He says terrible idea for now. Just wait till I visit, then he say horrible idea.
Yeah, once you visit, then he might change his mind.
Yeah. I won't rape him.
You won't. She said she won't.
Oh, I thought you said you will. I was like, okay, Drago.
No, I won't, because you're my friend.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'll kill you if you try.
Oh my god! And then you two can wrestle to see if she gets to get.
No.
We can see who's the dominant.
No, we can't because I can't trust you. If we started wrestling, then you would just be like, rape's one step away.
Oh, here's Zell. Let me show you how strong my Viking rage is. And then she sits right on top of your dick.
Let me just show you what us people in Denmark do. And I'm like, this feels like rape.
You won't know it's rape because you won't be awake.
Okay, so we got that on a stream.
Everyone watching.
Did you care to add? Did you care to add any more to this hour-long stream of evidence?
This is only
all it
one. Also, I wouldn't rape Sal because if I rape Sal, I can't squeeze his butt because I might be arrested. That's terrible.
I'm glad that's the motivator. No, I'm just glad you have a motivation.
I also said friendships first, so.
Unfortunately, on the board, we were looking for empathy, but that's a good motivator.
But see, so then you had to, if you hadn't, I would have empathy. I have empathy. I wouldn't do that because I love you, you're my friend. But then you had to bring in the thing of you saying you would kill me, and that's a challenge, and I have to establish my dominance as the superior Viking species.
Oh my god!
So, and then I get feisty and fighty, and I want to prove it wrong. So,
I want to clip so much of this, and then just send it to progressive articles.
Do you want some more evidence? Rape is good.
Are you hearing your friend?
Are you hearing your friend?
Are you hearing your co-host?
I'm blonde haired, almost blue eyed. I like to say nigger a lot, and rape is good. Fucking Jews. Got all of that.
We're in a restaurant.
Say it louder, Lo. The rest of the restaurant can't hear you. I'm joking. Please don't.
Wait for our food to be out. I just don't want spit in my food. I don't care if kids hear it.
Fuck kids. I hate kids. But I would totally want them.
I'll look them right in the eyes and be like, there's 20 years of misery ahead of you. Parents probably hate you. Watch, I'm going to get your mom's number.
I talked to you about that, Jimmy. You're a mistake. Also adopted.
I hate that little girl.
I have a question. Because like all three of us have shown examples of like, to some degree, we've played around with masochism. Is there someone ever, Lo-Fi, that like you have crossed the line with like a partner and then like feelings were hurt or something, or it was awkward?
Oh yeah, all the guys where you.
I did that one time too. Yeah.
All the guys and girls that say, "Oh no, I'm ready for anything," and then you're like, "Oh, anything," and you start cracking your fingers.
Well, tell us the story.
And such. But there's more than one, so it's just, and you go back and you start fucking, and it's so they first start out. Usually, a usual show off that the guy doesn't want to do anything is all the things as he said that he's so ready is that you go like, oh fuck me hard, and he'll fuck you like it's a virgin's first time, so it's soft, and he's like way too caring to begin with. It's like, yeah, that's not what I asked you. Do you know what I asked him? And it's like, okay, let's tease him, let's slap him. Then you slap him in the face, and he's like, why would you do that? Oh my god, no. That was supposed to be my job. It's like, but you never did anything. No, but yeah, no, I don't want to do it anymore. Okay.
I've actually had a guy go too far with me before, because like I'm anti-pain unless it's like my vagina that's getting like slammed into. Other than that, don't hurt me. You know?
Yeah.
like that's my thing. Like I don't mind I don't mind like if you know, like you twist my body a little or whatever to get what you want. Like, and I don't mind the hair pulling. But it's still like one of those things where like other than that, like don't hit me. Like don't hit me. I have a lot of issues. Don't hit you. Don't hit me. Don't try and choke me.
But axe play. Gotta get the axes out.
But what about you, Zell? What was your story where you accidentally went too far?
Yeah, I went too far on one of my exes. She was mad for a while. We were doing the biting the lip thing. We were very early on in like trying things out, and she bit the hell out of my lip. And then we made out, and then I bit the hell out of her lower lip. And I let go too late. And because we were in the middle of intercourse, and she made a jerking motion and flung her head back. And so some skin inside of her lower lip ripped because I still had a grip of it with my teeth.
Oh.
And I freaked because I felt it.
Oh.
And I felt awful. And she was mad.
Oh my god.
You Mike Tyson her lip?
Yes, he from.
See, I only had one person who wanted to bite me, and it was just like getting nibbled by a kitten. And that's not very hot. That was.
No, I think that is though. Like I'm completely. Thank you.
Well, perfect.
I think the nibbling can be very hot. Like I'm a nibbler. I love, absolutely love it, and I'll go harder if desired. But I always start off with like little nibbles, and then I start putting like a little pressure here and there depending on where I'm biting. But if I can, I love nibbling, mostly because like I have like this major oral fixation. Yeah. Yes, chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's one place where if I say this hurts too much, or this hurts, and I might not be able to use my safe word, where I just want you to stop, and that's anal, because yeah, when it's tired enough, there's times where it just hurts, and you can't think of anything but this hurts. I can't. This is too much, and then you have to stop. But that's the only thing. Otherwise, I haven't had to really say stop yet, and I haven't met anyone who made me go Viking rage properly yet, which is sad.
Not yet. Like I said, just wait till you're out here with Zell. He might make you Viking rage, like properly.
Yes.
He's staring at me like,
Are
what
you
the
selling
fuck?
my body?
Yes, Zell. I'm selling you for free.
You got ripped off.
You're selling him. Yes. Now let me think of a good story. Like, okay, I say the last time it went too far is when I got cum in my eye, but I think that was more of an accident than actually part of his type of pain play. If it was, that's fucking weird. Because that shit hurts. Holy fuck.
See, I don't think I've ever gone too far with a guy in bed. I've never gone too far with a guy, because I've never had a guy like tell me that it was too far. I've had a guy complain
went
that I
too
didn't
far
go
with a
far
girl.
enough.
I remember the story. Perfect. Continue. Oh,
No, that was it, love. Go ahead. What was your story?
because I was thinking, guys, but I've gone too far with a girlfriend, which resulted in her kneeing me right in the groin, full power, because she got, yeah, that I was being an asshole. So we were having fun, and she liked horror sex, I guess she wanted to call it, because she wanted it to mimic horror movies with ghosts and shit like that. And so I found out that if I made the what's it called, the garage noise, which
Oh,
yeah,
that one.
she would legit get scared. So we would fuck, and I would say that I would sneak up on her at night after midnight because she liked ghost shit way too much. So it was still fun. At one point, I went too far and I kept saying it, and she legit, you could see she got actually frightened and such. And of course, since I know where the breakers in my house, one night I decided to really set up a horror show with flickering light and everything in between. And I started doing that, and she got so angry at me doing that she just pushed me off and just kneed me right between the legs, full force. That's
Okay, that's not like, I don't know. I wouldn't say because she's into the horror stuff, and
Yeah.
like, so she's into that kind of fear.
yeah.
And if she wants to be like, oh, I like the dark and scary and blah blah, and then you start trying to give her like the dark and scary and really scare her because it's what she wants.
Yeah,
I don't know, like,
that's my point with everyone I've been with who has said they liked it, that has never really liked to the. It's more like imaginative of them saying like, "Oh, I like all of this," and in reality they don't. They like jump. I would say with her, she's like one of the bad horror watchers that likes jump scares and thinks they're actual horror.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's fun. So when I actually turned up the atmosphere to make it really creepy, I got need right. Holy shit, that's pain I couldn't handle.
Yeah.
It didn't turn me on. I felt like shit.
I've had a guy request that I step on his shaft with stilettos before.
No, stop. No,
Okay.
that's horrible. No.
I didn't want to do it. I was just like, no, I don't do that stuff, because he's, like, we were having lunch or whatever, because I always interviewed my subs more or less beforehand to see like what they like and what they don't. And he was like, yeah, no, I just really like, like, do you have stilettos? And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Am I female? Then yes, I have stilettos. And he's like, oh, I've always wanted, someone to just fucking like walk on me, in stilettos. And I'm like, well, I don't know if I have the balance to be able to do that, because I can barely walk in stilettos on flat ground, let alone like walk on a body. He's like, well, no, you don't need to walk on my body. Yes, thank you. He's just like, I just need you to step on my dick. And I'm like,
no.
And he's like, yeah, I almost want you to like pierce it with your stiletto.
No. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and it bothered me too. And I'm just like, yeah, would you be opposed if I'm opposed to that? And he's like, you're the dom, you're supposed to hurt me. I'm like, no, that's not necessarily what a dom does. Like, I'm not supposed to hurt you. I'm just supposed to give in to what you like.
I'd do that for $20.
Oh, next time you should get in contact with that person and say, I found someone to do it. Then give Sel stilettos on and just let him kick that guy right in the dick.
Yeah, hire me for like $20. I'll take you to the back alley and stab you with whatever you want.
They find him dead with a stiletto piercing through his dick.
All right, so Lo, there you go. You give Zell $20. He'll take you in the back alley, and you say, "I want you to stab me in the ass with your dick."
Oh, that's
Okay, I don't
perfect.
want to do it anymore.
Yes.
I retired.
He trapped himself.
See, there's always ways. There's always ways. You're the one who said it, Zell. You said you $20 and you'll stab a person with whatever.
I hate how I word things. I don't like that.
I like it though. Now I have a plan.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where like whenever you're doming or first off, subs, dear gods, please know what you like, and doms, listen to what your subs like and follow through with what they like, or don't be their dom.
Yeah. Also, I guess on both sides, it's okay to say no to things and suggestions. It's not like you don't
Fine.
have to do what someone suggests. So, in Kadon said no to the whole stabbing someone in the dick with a stiletto. Yeah,
Can I hire you as my dom?
sure.
Okay, now here's what I'm really into because Kadun said you have to do it. I get really turned on when Brockus dies. That's always hot for me. So if you can just
I don't even have to be a dom to want to do that. So
go be a good dom. I don't want to hear it.
I just said I don't need to be a dom to want to do that. So I'm in.
Oh. Okay. We'll talk in DMs.
Yeah. So, unless we have other stories, this is gonna be, I guess. I don't have much more stories. Not that I remember right now.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, I'm super curious about the whole masochism thing, just because I don't I don't really like pain. I don't like people hitting me. I don't like being bit. I don't mind being nibbled, but don't try and dig your teeth into me. Don't leave bruises on me. Don't even give me a super hard hickey. If you're gonna do that, make it gentle and know how to give me a hickey right where it feels nice, versus where you're just sucking for the sake of sucking. And then I'm like, hey, if you wanted to suck on me in that way, then I got a friend who I let me call Brockus because his dick could use a sucking. I don't want that kind of pain.
No, I get that. Definitely, and I do agree because I like all of this stuff, but it's not always so. When I want pain in that way, I usually mix it up with the bondage part of it. So yeah, going a little extra, the flogging and stuff like that. But if I just have sex, it's not for the pain. It's for the fear, the objectification, stuff like that. That's good.
See, for me, again, I've never had sex with anybody I've domed. I love doming people. Absolutely love it. I love having sex. I absolutely love it. Never mix the two. I've always been curious as to how I could, but there's this mental block for me. And I hate pain. I
Great.
God damn it, Zell, no. No, it's
Now,
not.
Now Cell's requesting rape or suggesting rape. He's no better than me.
Clip that.
So this stream is gonna be titled "Cell and Lo-Fi I into rape." Rape is good, featuring Cell and Lo-Fi. Okay.
I can't with it, I can't with the pain thing. Thank you.
No, I get that everything, and that's good. Then I would never do that to you if I ever had if somehow managed to find my way into your bedroom from Denmark.
Although, Lo-Fi, I think you already know that I could fulfill some of your fantasies.
Fuck you! You gave me some of my fantasies in DMs where I was like, I never knew I wanted that, and now I not want nothing more. You introduced me to Cell. No, that was Antoine. Fuck. Other way around.
Yeah, so there's one of your fantasies is Zell.
Yeah, it is. That's
What?
not lie. If he wanted to not be that, he should be that fucking handsome.
Oh, stop it! I'm blushing. No, I feel like deep down somewhere, like I'm like Ashkenazi or something like that. I'm Jewish. Because I swear to you, my biggest turn on would be if my girlfriend sat me down and then just showed my bank account numbers increasing,
Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
and I'd be like, oh yeah, more.
See, I don't. Then everyone here, I think, is Jewish because that's the ultimate thing. Oh god, I want a girlfriend slash boyfriend like that who could just increase my bank account.
Oh my god, yeah, no, like my twat is moist just thinking of that. Like just to have, and I think it's the whole thing of because we're broke and we're struggling, like having somebody who's willing, like who has a money and ability, who's willing to be like, well, here, let me fucking help you because I give a damn about you. Like then it's one of those things where it's just like, holy shit.
It's
Like-
fun. I totally agree. The less money I have, the more I want to be a stay-at-home wife.
See, I have this problem though. Whenever I get money, I try and share it. Like I'll be like, I have money here. Let me get, like with Zell, like I'll go and get him like an energy drink or something, or with like a friend, I'll go and get them a pack of cigarettes or something like that because like I finally have money. Let me share what I have with you because A, I love you as a person, and B, fuck yeah, like let's do the thing.
And B, because it's Brock's money and we stole it.
See,
Brockus
so,
doesn't have money.
all in all, what we have learned from today's topic is that the sexiest thing in the world is disposable income.
Not disposable. The sexiest thing in the world is to be able and willing to share your income with those who don't have it.
Like me. So my sexiest feeling in the world is getting money. Oh, for food, because I can. Anyway, support selling his new laptop.
Oh, yeah. Support Zell and his new laptop.
Actually, Antoine will be happy about this too. Don't donate a single penny anymore, guys. I used the $65 that I accumulated. I found an amazing deal through a family member. I have a laptop. We just picked it up today. That's what we're doing.
Holy shit. That don't support Cell's laptop. Go back to supporting Lo-Fi.
Don't support. Yeah, go back to supporting Lo-Fi and hope she doesn't die. Unless you want to just donate to me because it's funny that Lo-Fi doesn't get to eat. But I appreciate it. It's not much in the grand scheme of things, but it's a huge amount to me and to the people that donated. And Antoine can keep his super chats. I'm sure he'll be happy too.
That's awesome, Cell. Great.
Yeah, he was about to announce it after we had lunch, but then that got brought up. So fuck it, yeah. Live on Not Safe for Wednesday, Zell is letting everybody know he got the motherfucking laptop. So thank you to everybody who helped him with that.
Now he doesn't. Now he has no excuse of not making more content. I can't wait for more self kills people. This is perfect. It's perfect.
Dude, I cannot wait to see what kind of videos he comes out with because he used to do some really fun and amazing videos.
Ah, well,
What is this true? Yeah.
But no, I think we can end on the note on this happy note, you know?
yeah. Still got a
I mean that is
laptop.
if Schmeckel is still there.
He is. He'll hear. That's awesome. So thanks everyone for joining. I have been Lo-Fi from Phone.
And I
Fuck my
and I
intro.
have been Cadunt with Zell.
I hate you all. Thank you for your $65. Go away.
There's that on you.
That was no.
And make sure and always remember, clean your cunts.
Yeah.